Hello there! From between the yellow lines, welcome to a brand new episode of Trammin Plus.
On today's episode, we are spoiling Spider-Man No Way Home.
Welcome to an unexpected stop.
Hello everyone, Trammin has come to an unscheduled stop. Join Kirk and Rain on Trammin Plus for unexpected journeys to nowhere in particular. Please remain seated as we will begin moving shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
We're spoiling Spider-Man No Way Home. Rain?
I've seen it twice.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm planning on a third. Okay, and
Sound like someone having kids.
I absolutely, no questions about it, adored this movie.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I probably liked it more so than every other Marvel movie in the past since before Infinity War. Probably since Avengers.
So what Marvel movies are better than No Way Home? In any order.
In any order?
But just which ones are better than No Way Home?
I really like Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ragnarok's really high for me. I think the original Avengers, because that's like...
Something about it.
There's something about it. That was like the first time we saw multiple heroes on screen. It was like, oh man, you know, there's other... You can take people from other movies and put them in one movie? Like that? Well, that's crazy. And the original Iron Man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, the Favreau touch, like I was saying, I've been a big fan of that guy's a lot recently. Kind of going through even his acting stuff. Yeah, like I just watched Love You Man, and he's in it just randomly.
Huh.
Yeah, as a husband of somebody.
Yeah, that's a Favreau thing.
Yeah, I loved everything about this movie. I loved the way that the movie started. I thought it started a lot more playful than I thought it was going to.
How did it start again?
It was the ending of the last one of Far From Home. When
Mysterio's they were like, just flying around.
Yeah, Mysterio's like, Peter Parker's Spider-Man, right? And Peter's like, what the, you know, and then it cuts. And like, that's a really kind of somber note to go out on. And the way that they handled the beginning of like, he was like, you know, zipping through things and like he accidentally bumped into a lady and was like, oh my God, Spider-Man hurt me. Ow, ow. Like, It's hilarious. I thought that was awesome. The villains were amazing. Like the whole thing with MIT was so cool. I can keep going, but what'd you think?
I liked it. Mm-hmm. It was good. I'm not going to watch it again.
Compared to the other three Spider-Man, like in this trilogy, was this your number one?
Yes. And it's because we have learned Tom Holland is the worst Spider-Man.
You think so? I think he's the best kid. He's a kid.
He's the best Peter Parker.
No, I think Toby is the best Peter. Because Toby's a freaking loser.
But he's not high school. Yeah, okay.
He's a loser.
Okay, so something, I don't know where I heard this, but it's like, I think Kimmy was talking about it. This Peter Parker does not have it tough.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Stark Tech.
Yeah.
His Aunt May was cool.
Yeah.
You don't hear about Uncle Ben. Apparently there was some cut thing where they were going to talk about it at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there was like, yeah, he's not, it's cool to be a dork now. Mm-hmm. Like it's cool to be on whatever team they're on.
Yeah. It's cool to build the Death Star
like
Lego set.
The debate team is cool now.
Yeah.
You know, it was like in high school. It wasn't when we were in high school in like, what was it 07 to 11. It was like, we didn't make fun of them because we were nerds too.
Yeah.
It was just whatever.
But it was still like, oh, that's nerdy.
It was nerdy, but not like make fun of nerdy.
Yeah.
We weren't mean and we liked everyone in our class. It was just like, oh, you're clearly like, you're into that thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I had my Yu-Gi-Oh club.
But Peter Parker was, Tobey Maguire Peter Parker is a loser.
He's such a loser, dude. And it's so great.
He delivered pizzas.
Yeah.
No offense if you deliver pizzas.
And he couldn't even deliver them on time.
About. Yeah.
Pizza time.
Yeah. So.
And Andrew Garfield was too cool, but he was the best Spider-Man. I firmly believe, I rewatched Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. He is awesome as Spider-Man, dude.
Okay. So, so Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He's witty, or he's when he's got the mask on. When he's Spider-Man,
he's cute.
Yeah, Toby Spider-Man is like snarky.
Yeah,
he's like making fun of you a little bit. He's nice because he's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but he's not a jerk, not like Bully Maguire, you know. But like he's making fun of the villains. Well, not like, oh, haha, look how much cooler I am than you. He's like, you suck, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I don't remember too much of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I've seen the first one.
He was even more so. He was almost to the point where he was kind of mean. Where like there's one scene where he's like trying to hunt down Uncle Ben's killer in Amazing Spider-Man 1, and he thinks it's the guy, and he's just webbing him to the wall. He's like, and then he hits him between the legs. Like he's like kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing with Spider-Man, where it's like, as Peter Parker, he's a loser. As Spider-Man, he's on top of the world, and he's the most cocky guy ever.
Yeah.
So, and I love that.
And Toby did a good job of that.
He did.
Because, dude, even when he was Spider-Man, that's kind of where the whole Bully Maguire thing came from, too,
Yeah.
right? I know that it was Venom and all that kind of crap, but like he already had that in him.
Yeah.
And it came out.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you know, when the upside down kiss and all that kind of stuff, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm Spider-Man, I'm confident. But then he's Peter Parker and he like can't even talk to MJ.
Right.
You know, like.
Yeah, I love that. Like you. Now, going a little bit forward into the movie, after this whole little debacle that they had with Peter Parker coming out as being Spider-Man, the scene that got me probably the most hyped is seeing Charlie Cox's Daredevil. Dude,
that was cool.
I had, dude, everyone that I hear talking about it, yeah, we heard about it. Charlie Cox said that he was going to be in Spider-Man. I had no idea. And I watched Daredevil. And I was like, holy cow, the Netflix universe is now going to be in the MCU.
And they didn't multiverse it.
They didn't. He is straight up Daredevil.
Yeah.
And Daredevil's relationship with Spider-Man traditionally is very close.
Oh, planting seeds.
Exactly. So they're always doing crossovers with Daredevil. The Spider-Man animated show,
because the whole Hell's Kitchen and
is in Queens.
Yeah.
And and the way that he was in it, even for like a couple minutes, how he caught the brick.
I'm a really good lawyer.
Yeah. How he told, like, you know, Happy, oh, you're gonna need the lawyer though. It was so on point. Like, that was great. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the whole movie. Just seeing, and I liked him as Daredevil. He was really.
I never
good.
watched it, and I won't. But I liked him. I've seen the scenes with him. He's cool. Kev dressed up as him for Comic-Con.
Oh, did he? As the black one?
No.
He went full on?
No. He just went like the sunglasses and a tucked in white shirt with rolled up sleeves. Yeah. And he found the walking cane and he had the little black tie. And so I was like, Kev, I think you might need a blazer or something, right? And you know, the walking stick helps. Kev and I misjudged, and he was like, I think they'll get it, right? Or if I tell them, they'll get it. We underestimated one thing. The clientele of Comic-Con. Yeah. People were just like on it. Like they knew.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It wasn't like
it's the walking stick.
No, yeah. But Kev's got that head shape, the hair. It was like not like I thought he did a good job. But it's not like this crazy cosplay. But
casual cosplay.
Freaking nerds, dude. They pick it up like that. But anyways, yeah, that was cool. And I'm glad they didn't it wasn't like multiverse shenanigans. He was just there.
And the other thing, you know, go a little bit farther in, you start seeing him, you know, the whole MIT, I didn't get into MIT, blah, blah, blah. And he goes to talk to the lady, and then the villain starts showing up. You know, Doc Ock starts showing up. The whole, what I was nervous about was that they were going to be different versions of the ones we knew from the movies.
Why did you think that?
Because they didn't want to associate themselves with the other movies. Like, it's like,
no,
I don't know, dude. There was a chance though that it was just going to be like, oh, this is a Doc Ock that we don't know of, but he's still playing Doc Ock, just to give the people like, oh, you know, it's Doc Ock, you know. But no, this is straight up. He comes out saying, I was wielding the power of the sun.
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Yes, like, and it's like that's exactly where we left off with this guy.
Yeah,
they used the facial CGI on him and on William Dafoe to make him a little bit younger, but you can't tell.
Kimmy told me there was 2 stipulations. Willem Dafoe said he wants to do all his own stunts.
Yeah.
And
it was like 65. Like, it's awesome.
And I think he said he didn't want to wear the mask the whole time. I don't remember.
Yeah. He wanted the mask off.
And
Doc Ock?
Yeah, what's his name though? Alfred Molina?
Yeah.
He said, I don't want to do stunts. I want CGI.
Yeah.
Don't put those things on me again. Because they were practical.
Yeah, I remember.
And de-age me.
Yeah. And he looked great.
Yeah. I didn't know he was de-aged.
Yeah.
So, look great.
Him, Electro.
His thing, I don't want to be blue.
Yeah. And
they probably didn't want to make him blue.
He looked lame. He looked lame before.
Yeah.
So he came in. He looked good. He looked like Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's fine.
But he had the little thing on his face with the electricity, which is classic Electro costume.
I didn't see it, but Kimmy told me about it.
Yeah. Jesus, that is genius to make it out of electricity.
Was it on him the whole time or just for a second? I thought.
Just for when he was like super powered up.
Oh, okay.
Him, Sandman were fine. They were just there for a little more like, oh, you guys are here too. The Lizard, we didn't need to be there.
So Kimmy had some good comments about this. Lizard, walking CGI budget.
Yeah.
So it was like, stick him in the truck.
Yeah.
Too much money.
Exactly.
So him and Sandman were like, COVID. So it was like, we're going to keep... So Sandman, he went back and forth.
Yeah.
This time he was just sand.
Yeah.
So they're like, you just voice it.
And that's what he did. And the last part was reused.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But they're like, we'll give you the voice credit. You do the voice lines. Same with the Lizard.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, we won't make you blue.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did well.
He did.
I liked him.
He did. He was fine.
His character was cool. Mm-hmm. But I knew it was a long movie. And I was like, all right, Kimmy, I know the battle. Marvel fight scenes, too long.
Yeah.
When either Electro or Sandman show up, because we knew. Mm-hmm. We knew the villains, and like as soon as we saw Hello Peter, everyone's coming back.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone is here. Super Smash. I was like, when one of them comes up, let me know, because she saw it 3 times before.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll go to the bathroom then. So Peter is swinging and the power lines are there. Mm-hmm. And she was like, go now. So I went, came back. He was naked, so they gave him the thing. I liked that he had that high-vis costume.
Who was Spider-Man?
No, Electro.
Oh,
the
yeah.
high-vis vests and stuff. Like, it looked good.
Yeah, it was cool.
It fit with the whole thing.
I liked, in that scene specifically, Spider-Man's wearing a black suit, and it's his suit inside out. Dude, before...
Why was it inside? Oh, because he had to rewire it or something?
No. He had a stain on the other one, and Aunt May was getting out the stain.
Yeah, but why was it inside out?
Because he didn't want to show the stain.
No, this was the one with the stain.
Yeah.
Oh, she said, I'll do it later.
Yeah. And he just didn't want to show the stain. Everyone before this was like, he's going to wear it inside out to reverse the polarity against Electro. And it was just because it was stained. That's so good. Oh, that was awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. So, and you could see the wires in it and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what those wires do, though. Because it wasn't the nano suit.
It was, wasn't it?
No, it was the black. No. It was the black and red.
It was the one before.
Yeah.
The one that he got in the regular
Civil War or something.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, what do the wires do? Oh, for the shooters?
It was still electrical. Like, he still had the things in his eyes.
But that's a separate mask.
Oh, true.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. It still looked cool.
Yeah.
It looked cool.
Look cool. Dude, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Ah, great. Chef's kiss.
If they were going to pick one meme.
That's it.
That's the meme.
That's it.
And I know there are other references, but that's the meme.
Yeah.
So.
Doctor Strange stuff was fine.
I liked him.
Yeah, he's good. I
like the whole I'm not Sorcerer Supreme anymore.
Yeah, he's like,
he's gone for 5 years. Yeah.
It was okay. So now that we're a little bit into this, William Dafoe.
Willem.
Is it really Willem?
Yeah.
It's not William?
No, it's Willem.
Shut up.
Willem
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
That's awesome. That guy, first off, the guy's a boss.
Willem Defriend.
Yeah. That he's amazing, dude. Like,
he stole the show.
He carried the heck out of that.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
But also played damaged goods really well.
The whole the
mental issue thing.
What I loved is when he showed up to Feast with Aunt May.
Yeah.
That's legitly Norman Osborn. Like, he wasn't Green Goblin. He's like,
no, yeah,
I'm scared.
Broken. Yeah.
I don't know where I'm at.
We don't see that really in... He fights Green Goblin in his mind, but he's not talking to other people like that.
Yeah.
But dude, this was right before he died, right?
No. Like, well, I mean, a little bit before.
When did he find out?
It was right after he got there.
No. In a thing.
Right before he died.
Yeah, that's when he finds out it's Peter.
Yeah.
So that's like he's been Green Goblin the whole time.
Yeah.
He didn't die. And now he's got this whole like identity thing.
Yeah. And just the way that he was like, I'm in another world and there's no Oscorp. There's no Harry. My house, people are living.
Dude, yeah.
I was like, woof.
Dude, he did such a good job.
Imagine showing up in the world that you know and everything you know is gone.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh. And the fact that it was actually Norman, I loved. That it wasn't just the Green Goblin trying to...
pretending?
To pretend.
Yeah.
Because like, even in the background, you see him trying to steal food.
Yeah. He stole the donuts.
Because he doesn't know when he's going to get food again.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. But overall, he did amazing. Like, and like when they look at each other and like him and Otto Octavius are like, Osborn? Octavius? Like there was like that whole, because we never saw that interaction. We saw Harry with Otto, but we never saw Norman with Otto. So that like level of respect to each other, it was really cool.
Yeah. And dude, when he's like laughing, getting punched in the face.
Man, that was hard. Dude, the fact that they used the glider to kill Aunt May.
But not the same, but almost.
Like, it was like,
yeah.
Because you see it hit her, and it's like, she goes like flying, you're like, dang, she got hit.
No, I was like, it stabbed her, didn't it?
Yeah. And then
slashed her or something.
She gets up and everything was fine. I was like, wow, all right, I guess we're just moving on. And then she starts dying. I was like, oh. And she says the line to Peter.
Yeah.
And I read that this is the original line. Because the 2001 movie said, with great power comes great responsibility. And this one said, with great power, there comes great responsibility. It's like the little couple word difference, but that's the original quote from the comics that was not said by anybody other than the narrator of the comic book. So it was just subtext on the Spider-Man comic at the end of the comic.
Got it.
So it was like, that was, I liked how they made Aunt May a more, I don't want to say useful role, because she's always been pretty she's been pretty useful. Even
she was Uncle Ben and Aunt May.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. But like, that death didn't hit me.
It didn't? It hit me.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because she's so goofy the whole time.
That's kind of what did it for me though. Where it's like she's so happy all the time, and the whole reason
I think the death took too long.
Yeah.
He had a lot of time. I told Kimmy, and it's like this in a lot of movies too, the death speech. Mm-hmm. It was like or no, I don't know if she said that. It's like Assassin's Creed. You stab someone and assassinate them, and then you have a 2-minute conversation with them, and then they die.
Yeah.
Which I get it, it's a game, blah, blah, blah. But like it felt like that. Like Peter didn't lose her.
Yeah.
He had a moment to lose her. I know it's tragic. If it happened to me, I'd lose my mind.
But back to Peter being a perfect person, like nothing wrong with him. This was the first time something bad happened to the guy, other than people knowing he's Spider-Man. And when he found out that people knew he was Spider-Man, he freaked out and wanted to erase everyone's mind. But this was like, you can't do anything about this one. And I loved, the only way he was going to get over that is if there's other people that knew exactly what he was going through. And that's when the other boys come in. What'd you think of the reveal?
Every time I play it back in my head, it's too much like a dream. Mm-hmm. Like I was dreaming of this. Like, oh, they open the thing and he's looking at the portal. Like he's just standing there.
Ooh,
like Andrew Garfield.
He was looking for Peter Parker. He was looking for Tom Holland.
Yeah, but it was just weird that he's just standing in an alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was cool. Mm-hmm. But again, I knew this wasn't even spoiled. Just everyone was like, they're gonna be in the movie, and it's like it's what I said on this show. It was like, it's not
gonna hit you. I think that's why I like the Charlie Cox reveal so much.
Yeah,
because I had no idea about that.
And then seeing Toby was great.
Yeah,
that was,
dude. He's looking a little old, and it kind of makes it a little sad.
But yeah, dude, he's
like mid-40s, no, late 40s,
which is crazy to think. But no, the reason I liked it is they wrote that in. He is a seasoned Spider-Man. Yeah. He's just Spider-Man forever.
Yeah.
And
he's just like, it's another day. kind of thing.
Yeah. Where they're like, you know, are you going to change out of your youth pastor costume? Cool youth pastor. But then he was like, no, I have it on. Like, I'm Spider-Man. And just like, he was like, I'm not going to announce to the world.
He doesn't need to come into the room and be like, hey guys, I'm Spider-Man. He was like, hey guys, how you doing? Kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, kind of the exact problem with the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Andrew Garfield, though, to me, he stole the show, dude.
He was so happy to be there.
He was. And it was like so refreshing just to see him being like that. Because at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2, that's depression, dude. To the point where he was at, everyone pretty much died around him.
I haven't seen it.
Gwen Stacy died.
That I know.
Yeah. And that was like his MJ. He didn't have an MJ.
Yeah.
And he saw
Uncle in the comics, he meets an MJ, right? After Gwen Stacy dies.
Yeah, and that's one of my only complaints on this movie is the after credit scene should have been them. Should have been them going back to their own universe.
Just like one last little...
If you would have saw Andrew Garfield and a girl with red hair turn around, he was like, and she's like, hi, my name's Mary Jane. And just end it off. Oh.
I think they don't know if they're going to do Amazing Spider-Man 3.
They don't know. And even if they didn't, if that was just Andrew Garfield's end, that's fine. That's fine. And they freaking screwed it up with...
Dude, you know why? Because it's Sony, and they're like, we're going to make a big deal out of him meeting her in a movie.
Yeah.
If they do it. Because if he meets her now, what even happens in the movie?
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
But that would have been cool. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. But he was...
They were supposedly going to film that. Not the MJ.
Oh, the extra credit scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, that they were going to be called back or something, but it never happened. I don't know if it was because of COVID. Yeah.
Okay. Lame excuse.
Yeah.
You're filming a whole freaking movie.
Yeah, they filmed the whole movie during
You couldn't put them in front of a blue screen?
Yeah.
Because no one would notice bad background CGI in an end credit scene.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think what took me out of it a little bit, he was a little too excited to be there.
Yeah.
Almost like...
But back to like him being... And he even says it, like, after he stops pulling his punches. After everything that happened with Gwen Stacy, like, he was dark Spider-Man. Like, he was like, I'm going to kill people. And that was kind of evident in the first movie because he was hunting guys for Uncle Ben. And we didn't see the aftermath of Gwen Stacy's death.
Yeah.
So he was like, and this was like the first good thing I think that happened to him.
Yeah, I guess.
Is meeting other Spider-Men, like brothers. And he's like, I never had brothers. This is like the coolest thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, so I told you this before, my two favorite scenes or moments tied is one when they're like, we're going to work together, and they swing off of the Statue of Liberty.
Well, they were already trying to work together.
Yeah.
This is when they synced.
When they synced up the swinging, you like when they swing off of each other or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Dude. But I like dude, I'm like, I know they're doing the screenshots of the three of them are facing the camera all in line, not blocking each other's spider chests and flying in. So there was that. And the moment between Doc Ock and Peter, where he was like, Peter? Otto? He's saying, oh, it's good to see you, my boy, or something like that.
Dear boy.
Yeah, dear boy.
Yeah.
And
they were friends.
Yeah.
Like they legitimately looked up to each other.
Yeah, and how are you? And then what is it, trying to do better? Which is what he said in Spider-Man 2. The music's playing, whatever. But that was such a real moment.
Yeah.
And what I liked about Kev actually said this. Kev was like, it's kind of like you meeting your future self or something.
Yeah.
Where it's like, because Otto was still in that same moment. He was plucked out of a different point.
Yeah, he was still Tobey Maguire as 22-year-old probably Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I guess the others were just plucked out of current time because there was no last moment with him. So it was like, he was meeting just grown, and he's like, you're all grown up.
And he was off of the spell of the arms.
And it was like, oh, you're like 20 years later almost, you know? And I thought that was just such a like genuine moment. And really I really liked that. Like that was the most touching moment for me.
Yeah.
Like I know what's his face saving MJ. That was like a thing. That was cool. That was impactful, but not the same for me. Cause that's kind of like very on the nose.
Yes. But I felt like Andrew Garfield's acting from those two movies that he did has gotten better like tenfold.
Yeah. Because
you look back and it's partly in, in the writing and stuff and the directing. it wasn't good, his acting. This one, he grabs Zendaya, when she's falling, and he looks at her, and he's not crying. He's just really happy, but he has he's tearing up.
Yeah.
And it's just like he's so happy that he caught her.
Yeah.
That I thought that that acting is just freaking chef's kiss.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah, there was nothing. I didn't think that moment was bad or whatever. It's just like it's exactly the moment. So it's kind of it's the thing he couldn't do before.
Yeah,
it's just
and
very obvious where the auto thing where it's like that had to be written.
Yeah,
this was
that was different.
Hey, the other Spider-Man saves a girl and he couldn't save her before.
There is traditionally like a big relationship between Doc Ock and Peter though. Like it's like him and Dr. Connors too. Not really so much in the Amazing Spider-Man, but there's he works for Dr. Connors. That's his boss. All the time. But like even in the game, you played the game, right?
No,
you never played the game.
No, I got to.
Yeah, they have a really good relationship. Him and Doc Ock are like almost best friends because they respect each other so much.
Yeah, and
when you see that was cool.
Yeah, so that was two favorite moments with that. Okay. As soon as I saw the shield on Statue of Liberty, I'm like, this thing better come down.
Yeah.
They're going to make it come down.
Yeah.
And it did.
Yeah.
Also, dude, the my back thing, the my back reference.
My back?
He hurts his...
yeah.
And then
he's like,
hold on. Ooh. And I've done that to people. like that's how you crack backs. It was so funny.
He's like, you feeling better, huh? He's like, yeah, feeling good.
And then, of course, they're all like worried, whatever. I've been stabbed before.
I loved the ongoing joke of the web shooters, the organic web shooters.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, so the web comes outside of you. And he's like, yeah, it just kind of like, just comes out of me. And they're like, just out of your hands, right? It's like, yeah.
But I like how they're like, what are those? Like web shooters? And he's like, you guys can't do that? Yeah. And what's funny is I didn't ever read comics, play games, whatever. So Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was my first exposure to Spider-Man. I mean, I knew who Spider-Man was. Yeah. That was it.
You didn't watch the animated TV show?
No. So to me, when I saw that Spider-Man has web shooters...
That was the normal.
No. Like, Tobey was the normal.
Oh. Yeah. When he didn't have the organics.
No. Okay. Tobey's was the first Spider-Man I ever saw. At all.
Oh, okay.
So he had the organic webs coming out of his veins, basically, right? After that, years later, probably not until I saw some comic or even Amazing Spider-Man, when I saw the mechanical web shooters, I'm like, that's lame. That's normal Spider-Man. It's way cooler that this dude got bit by a spider and makes spider webs. Yeah. Isn't that, because even, dude, the exposition with Tom Holland, when I got bit by that spider, I'm like, first of all, we didn't see that.
Yeah.
Secondly, so you got sticky hands and strength and Spidey sense. Okay, the visualization of Spidey sense was
cool.
He
didn't get Spidey sense until Mysterio. Tom Holland didn't, his tingle.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't good until
I wish
Mysterio.
They corrected him and said, we call it a sense.
And then everyone just starts calling it tingle.
Yeah. But I like that they showed it.
Yeah. When
he got thinged out of his body or whatever. And there was one other thing of his that I liked.
I kind of wish Tobey Maguire died.
No, dude, that would just be like kill them to have an impact.
You think so?
Yeah, I think the impactful thing is like, that goodbye.
When they're holding each other like that? Yeah, that was good.
And then they separate for a second with a little piece. Dude, that little piece is so Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's just like, I got my life. I'm just Spider-Man. Like, that's just the way it goes. Oh, I'm in the Avengers. Oh, it's cool. What is that? Like a band?
Yeah. I liked when because Max or Electro never sees Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, people are kind of like, how did he know? Did he know ever that he was Peter Parker?
But they say, that's why. How did he get into the universe? Because he didn't know Peter. Yeah, whatever.
Like, you know what? Who cares? It was Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. But when he takes it off and he's like, you do all these great things.
You're from Queens?
Yeah, you're from Queens. You
help the poor?
Yeah. I thought you were black. That was like...
And then they dropped that little Miles Morales hint.
Yeah.
Somewhere there's got to be a black Spider-Man.
Yeah. Like, I think it was in Homecoming. They literally say Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Childish Gambino says it.
No, his cousin or something.
His cousin Miles. Come on,
Yeah. But Yeah, they're going to make one at some point.
Oh, for sure.
And for everyone who's like, blah, 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 Black Peter Parker, listen, they said it a while ago. Marvel said this is what's written down in our little encyclopedia Bible from Stan Lee. Yeah. He said, Peter Parker is always a white high school student from Queens.
Yeah.
Spider-Man could be whoever.
Right.
So that's why it's a different character. Where it's like...
Miles is new. He's only a few years old.
How new?
Like within the last 10 years.
Yeah. But it's like, okay, Peter Parker is this. Because Peter Parker is Peter Parker.
Yeah.
That's his name. That's who he is, whatever. Now we have... Miles Morales is Puerto Rican, right? Or is he half Puerto Rican?
He's half Puerto Rican, half black.
There it is. Yeah. Which is very New York. So
yeah.
Which is cool.
And have you seen Spider-Verse?
No.
Jesus, man. Now that one. That's the only Spider-Man movie to me that outdoes this one.
So now, is it negative time yet?
Sure, yeah, bring it on.
I don't care about Spider-Man.
As a character?
Yeah. He doesn't excite me. I don't want to be him. Like, dude, I'll take Mjolnir over swinging around any day. Well, and Mjolnir.
I think the whole thing with Spider-Man, because, I mean, even me growing up, I knew he wasn't the strongest. He wasn't the fastest. You know,
he's kind of pretty strong, though.
He's not Superman.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing with, like, our dad's generation. I don't know if your dad's the same way. So told me his dad's the same way. I asked my dad, who's your favorite superhero? Superman.
I like Superman.
I'm like, why?
I don't like modern Superman because you can't do it.
Yeah.
But Superman's probably one of my favorites.
And I asked
he can fly.
I asked my dad, why is Superman your favorite? Because he's the best.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's lame, though.
Here's my thing with fantasy, though. I don't want someone relatable.
I want somebody relatable.
That's the point. When I play Assassin's Creed, I'm not a Viking who can run around with 2 axes.
Yeah.
I will never be one of those.
I get it.
Where it's like, oh, he was bullied in school or whatever. And it's like, why? I don't want that.
But okay, like for Superman, I guess DC has kind of done it the past 100 years of talking about his stories. But when you're that strong, what drama is there? You know, like, I mean, I guess when stronger people come in, or if this crystal comes by you, then sure. But Spider-Man could lose. And that's one of the... Okay, that's a spoiler for Spider-Verse. Do you care?
I kind of do.
Okay, so I won't tell you. But there's a Spider-Man's not invincible. And that's what I like about him. Like, there's a possibility, maybe not of him dying, but of like something really bad happening to him.
Spider-Man 2, Toby on the Train.
Exactly. There's a chance.
That's my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, understandable. That's a great movie.
Okay, so Spider-Man 2. Okay, seeing the 3 of them, Tom Holland, he's Peter 3. When they were talking, he is Peter 3. He's not Peter 1. Get out of here.
Yeah,
like
I think he's Peter 2.
No, because I know Peter Parker is a high school student, but he's Spider-Man now. He
needs to respect his elders, kind of thing.
No, he's just.
But he's
almost too dumb of a kid.
But he's the most seasoned, if you think about it, compared to the other 3 or the other 2. Because they were, and I'm pretty sure
he's never been the neighborhood Spider-Man.
He was before Tony Stark.
For what? Like 25 days?
6 months is what he said. 6 months.
Whatever.
But
dude, he didn't like. He's never been stabbed.
But he has been on another planet.
But he's never been stabbed
and been snapped.
So here's the thing with this movie too. It didn't feel big.
No.
Spider-Man 2 is a blockbuster.
Yeah.
I know it's got problems. It's cheesy. It's got camp. It's a comic book. Of course it's got camp. I almost think you need the camp.
Yeah.
Especially for Spider-Man. He runs around in tights swinging webs.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be campy. And it's just like, this just felt so small and like, like he doesn't, and people say it, this is kind of his reset. Now he's living on his own, whatever. This is his first time like really
struggling.
This is Manhattan Spider-Man.
Yeah. This is a little tiny apartment.
Yeah.
Your worst enemy is your rent, Spider-Man.
Yeah, but like he wasn't that before.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Tom Holland's considered talented or whatever. I don't like him.
You really? I love Tom Holland.
Nice person seems like.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't, he just doesn't do it for me. How about that?
If you see him, I think in other roles, you may start to like him.
But now, what's the thing he's exposing most right now? Uncharted. And he's not.
I knew you were going to say
he's
that.
Not Nathan Drake.
He's not Nathan Drake. I know
everyone was mad that Mark Wahlberg's in the movie, especially that he's Scully
without the mustache.
Or Sully without the mustache, and it should have been. I always forget his name.
J.K. Simmons?
No.
Who? It should have been Nathan Fillion as Nathan
Drake. Bruce. He was in Spider-Man. He was gonna be Mysterio, wasn't he?
Oh yes, it should have been him. Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, that should be Sully.
Yeah.
Is it Sully or Scully? Sully.
I think it's Sully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sullivan.
Yeah.
But and then everyone saw this, and everyone's like, they probably should have just cast Mark Wahlberg as Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
He would have done it.
Yeah.
De-age him a little bit. Put some makeup on him.
It's because they want to start a franchise and they want Tom Holland to grow into
and Sony owns Tom Holland, basically.
Yeah, they do.
No, dude, he's not Nathan Drake. He never will be Nathan Drake.
He won't.
He's too small. Dude, okay. When they were in the lab, or there was a scene, I'm like, what?
No, I'm just looking.
Oh, okay. Just making sure we're not running out of space.
Yeah.
No, we're good. When they were in the lab or something, I'm like, I turned the camera, I'm like, he's wearing tall boy shoes right now, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which, nothing wrong with being short either.
The only tall one is what's his face? Andrew Garfield. Toby's short too.
He's not short though.
I think he's our height.
Okay.
What's his face? Tom Holland's our height. Maybe 5'8".
Okay,
maybe.
Hold on. Tobey Maguire.
5'10", I'm gonna say.
Okay. Tom Holland is 5'7".
He's 5'7"?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Tobey Maguire is 5'8", looks like. 2 centimeters taller than. Can you just tell me the height? What is this?
Andrew Garfield's like 6'1", 6'2".
Okay, Tobey Maguire.
The hair gives him like 3 inches.
Tobey Maguire says he's 5'7" and 3/4. We're taller than Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
It's weird.
And Andrew Garfield, I think, is like 6'1".
Yeah.
But
so,
that hair.
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland is just the worst Spider-Man.
There's a movie that I watched called The Devil All the Time. It's a Netflix original. Got kind of panned. Like the reviews weren't that great on it, but it's him, Robert Pattinson, a couple other people. It's a super depressing movie. He acted phenomenally in that movie. After that movie, I respected the heck out of Tom Holland. And I didn't see him as Peter Parker in the movie, which was surprising because that's the only thing I really knew him from.
I just don't see him as Peter Parker.
Oh, you see him as Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why. I've only seen him in Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
But he's just Tom Holland. I don't know why. He just doesn't. There's something about him. I don't like Zendaya either.
I like Zendaya. I don't like Euphoria. I will argue people to...
Which one? What's that about?
Depression. Drug use.
I don't want to watch television about that.
Exactly. Thank you. I tell Brandy that all the time. It's her favorite show.
Yeah,
and Sosa's favorite show too. Like, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
I watch it because Brandy wants to watch it. So I play Final Fantasy X too while I'm watching it.
I want giant Dungeons and Dragons characters to help Boba Fett light people on fire.
Yeah, it sounds better.
Sounds better.
Yeah.
So
overall, though, in your Marvel pantheon, where would you put this movie?
Dude, I like so much more than this.
Really?
Like, I like Ragnarok more. I like, I guess, all the Avengers more, right?
Even Ultron?
I liked Ultron a lot.
Did you?
Yeah. Let's see. Civil War is better. Winter Soldier's better. Like, Captain America was more interesting.
Original Captain America?
It was very interesting.
First Avenger?
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. I didn't like Captain Marvel.
It was fine.
That's it. I'm never going to watch it.
I just don't like these Spider-Man movies. I don't know why. Maybe because they're authentic. It's like, oh, high school kids. I don't care about high school kids.
Yeah.
I'm not a high school kid.
This was supposed to be like the John Hughes Spider-Man.
I don't like John Hughes.
I like those movies. Like Breakfast Club.
Okay. My not least favorite genre. The genre I just bleh about is coming of age.
Really?
I don't like coming of age films.
That's why you probably don't like these.
Yeah, I don't. What do I care about someone else coming of age?
Because the Tobey Maguire ones were like the first 5 minutes he's in high school and then he graduates.
Yeah, and everyone's 35 years old. Like, dude, Joe Manganiello is Flash. Yeah, like that's the thing. Whether it's authentic or not, who cares? Like, it's a movie. But
it's in my top 3 Marvel now. No question.
No, I'm not gonna watch this again. If anything, when it comes out, I'll watch when the other ones show up. You know what? That's the other thing. A lot of random stuff just took too long. We were in Ned's house for too long.
It's because that was where they were going to show up.
Yeah, but we were just there too long. And then, like, what other stuff happened?
We were in Doctor Strange's place for a while.
Yeah, just a lot of, and like the whole
geometry thing.
That's the thing. Marvel finds pretty or exciting things and just stretches them out for so long.
Yeah.
Where even my dad is just like, these fight scenes. He watches every Marvel movie. He's just like, is there another one out? And I'm like, oh yeah. He goes, oh, okay, which one? What's it called? What order do I watch it? And he's like, where do I watch it? I go, Disney Plus. And I'm like, oh, that was cool. That was whatever. It's just like the fight scenes. Just too long. And
I get it.
So, and I saw the little Rogers the Musical shout outs.
Yeah.
Kimmy pointed out a lot of stuff because she had seen it, so she could look up like, here references and whatever. But yeah, it's just like, it was good. I enjoyed it and I'm done with it. I don't need to go back.
Watch Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah, that one, it's like.
But like, I never find the need to go back to movies, but I have like the Age of Ultron itch. Because Ultron is such a good character.
He is.
And
there's a lot of theories going around right now. There's some talks of Ultron coming back into the universe. We'll see.
Why? Okay.
I think it's a what if thing.
Stop with what if.
Yeah.
Okay. So, dude, we should just cut this out
and put it into Trammin Plus.
Just release it Friday.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
But we told everyone it's going to be at the end. I can do both.
At the end, we'll just say, hey, guys, actually, we decided to do whatever. We'll just record the whole thing.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Up to you.
We'll see.
Yeah. Because how long has it been?
Oh, my God. It's 9:13. Jesus.
Yeah. Usually we stop it earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is the Marvel issue. None of this matters. There's like 18 other movies planned for the next 5 years. This is a blip. Pun intended.
I don't think so, though. There's a reason. I'm just.
He didn't open the multiverse. He, you know what he did? He helped Doctor Strange understand some of the multiverse because, spoilers, if you're listening to this, you're up to date on Marvel. Loki opened the multiverse.
Yeah.
That's where the multiverse opens, not this. Doctor Strange stitched it back up. I was like, wait, didn't Loki open it? Why are they cracking it open? Oh, it uncracked.
Yeah.
But now Doctor Strange has some training. And when I guess Loki happens after this. Technically.
Yeah.
Because of the multiverse. So now Doctor Strange is going to be like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
I didn't see the trailer.
Yeah.
And I know it's.
Yeah. I just think there's a reason. Multiverse of Madness is going to come out in a couple months. Like April or May. Sam Raimi's directing it. There's a reason. That's all I'm saying. Danny Elfman is going to be the composer again. There's only a couple things missing of that.
Tobey
Maguire. Why wouldn't he come back?
I don't know.
Why
would he? No, dude, we don't want to pluck him back out of
where he was.
We just gave him we gave him a nice ending.
Yeah.
This is what I like. You kind of know he's married to MJ in a way.
He's like, that's complicated, but it worked. We worked it out.
Yeah. And then, everyone got closure. Osborn and Doc Ock are good.
Yeah. Yeah. They want him to do something with William Dafoe as Green Goblin again. Sony, leave him dead. He's not dead, but like,
this is good. Well, you have to go in between now because Norman Osborn's a fine character. Green Goblin is the character, the psychotic.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah. I liked how they showed how strong he was too in this.
Oh, yeah.
Where like, he's like, because in the first one, he was in the glider a lot.
Yeah.
Or in Spider-Man 1. In this one, it was more like, I'll go hand in hand with you, Spider-Man, no problem. I liked that.
Dude, I loved his purple hoodie with the green.
Oh, that was awesome. Dude. That was like
that's a Halloween costume.
Yeah, and that was like seeing for me an animated show. That's what
because it's close to his little goofy costume, right? It's not the same, but
I mean, it's more like the Hobgoblin.
Yeah,
the Hobgoblin has the orange hood.
Yeah,
and he's a goblin, like a regular faced but yellow faced. So seeing that, I thought that was the perfect costume that they could have.
Oh, and then there was the parallel when he threw the costume away. When Spider-Man throws his costume away.
Yeah. That's like literally a shot for shot, the same thing as Spider-Man.
Or I think mirrored.
Yeah, but
on purpose probably. But yeah, no, that costume was super cool. Just when he had the hood up. And having that glider because it picked up the same way too, right?
It did.
It's like, whoa, who are they gonna stab?
Yeah,
and it was anime.
Have you ever seen The Evil Dead?
No,
those are interesting watches.
Isn't that also Bruce Campbell?
It's Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi. Those are Sam Raimi's original movies that he did. He did that.
Oh, well, he was going to be Mephisto, right? No,
he was going to be Mysterio because in Spider-Man, he was in every single Raimi Spider-Man.
He was obviously in 2. I don't remember where he was in the other ones.
In 1, he was the announcer at the wrestling match.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
And in 3, he was the waiter at the Italian restaurant. That guy is awesome.
And is he the same character in all of them? He recognizes Peter?
No, he's a different character in every single one.
Oh.
Yeah. But in the second one, he
doesn't let him into the thing.
He doesn't let him into the thing, but he says something about illusions and tricks. It was supposed to carry on to the third one and him be Mysterio. Yeah. And it was going to be the same guy, from the theater, because that's what Mysterio does, is tricks.
Yeah. It's now I haven't been on the internet for this. Now this is a new lore entry. Kirk gets on his high horse about not being on social media. But so I wasn't on the hype train, but people were hyping it up. You can't avoid it. People just talking about it, getting excited. It was a really big deal that Toby and what's his face came back.
Yeah.
Right. And all the villains.
That took a lot of aligning.
Yeah.
A lot of contract negotiation. It was an expensive movie, I'm sure.
But it's like, okay, the real life stuff was big scale, but the movie was small scale.
You know what?
Because they accessed the multiverse,
yeah,
but it didn't rip open. That's what I thought was going to happen. Because when Doctor Strange's like, oh, don't mess with the spell, the first trailer we saw, like, oh, they're cracking open the multiverse. Nah, they almost did at the end.
It literally reminded me of what Doctor Strange said. It reminded me of Scooby-Doo.
Dude, he was on point with his snarkiness.
He was. Like, when you watch a Scooby-Doo, they go somewhere, they find, something bad happens to just them.
And they keep getting away, and they run around.
And at the end, they unmask the monster, and it doesn't affect anybody else ever. This is what that reminded me of. It was just another Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Getting the monsters back.
Also, one of the best moments. Wait, you didn't call them to appeal? And there are people online, they wouldn't have taken his call. Yes, they would have.
Yeah.
They would have taken Spider-Man's call.
He's Peter Parker.
You didn't call. You asked me to brainwash the world before calling MIT to get your friends in the college.
I forgot about this. They say that this premise to the whole movie is exactly the premise for Scooby-Doo 2, the live action movie.
I haven't seen the second one.
It lines up perfectly. Just like Bolt lines up with the Matrix.
Oh.
Yeah. Same movie.
There are only 8 stories anyway. But yeah, the Scooby-Doo stuff. Yeah, that was... Yeah, and I like how this is... Another thing, with the small scale, doesn't affect anybody. Doctor Strange was drinking coffee the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they disappeared him for a while.
Yeah, he's like, I was hanging off the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon for 12 hours or something.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like him and Loki. I think that was Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's like, I was falling for half an hour.
Oh, yeah. He got his just desserts a little bit. Oh, and they changed the line from the trailer.
Yeah, they did. On purpose.
Because, why?
Probably just throw people off, just like the
Wong thing.
The Wong thing.
Because Wong was like, don't cast that spell, Strange. Instead, he was like, don't involve me in it. And there was no wink and whatever.
I'm out. He does that all the time, dude. He's like, all right, I'm in something really important like an Infinity War. I'm leaving, guys. I'm going to go fight Abomination in Shang-Chi. It's weird.
Oh, yeah. That was a great cameo. But yeah, like, that's the thing. It's supposed to be a big deal. And it was a big deal. I don't care about contract negotiations, this and that. And if you tell me they had to make the movie smaller because of COVID, don't make the movie then.
Yeah.
And the problem, they have to make the movie because 1,000 other things have to come out also.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is in production. I'm sure whatever Shang-Chi 2 is in production. The next Avengers and the next Black Widow.
What is coming out this year for Marvel? Let me see.
And so because the Marvel train never stops, you can't delay things.
Oh, you know what is coming out is Moon Knight. That's in a couple months.
Which one's that?
That's the what's his face? Poe Dameron? Oscar Isaac?
He's in it now?
Yeah, Moon Knight is the white Batman. Like his costume is full white. And he's like more like the moon as opposed to the night. Yeah. But he's Batman. He's Marvel's Batman. Oh wow. Multiverse of Madness, May 6, 2022. Thor Love and Thunder, July 8th, 2022. We're seeing Thor in a few months. Taika's Thor again. Black Panther Wakanda Forever in November. Good.
That's not happening.
That's not happening.
Right. What's her face?
Shuri, she won't get vaccinated.
Okay. She won't get vaccinated. Now she's starting to make other people uncomfortable because she's spouting conspiracy theories to them.
Are you serious?
On set. Okay. They're not going to bring back Killmonger.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, they should just film some stupid crap in multiverse and just bring him back and put him in the Black Panther movie.
There's something in What If, no? Of Killmonger?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Shuri's gone. Get rid of her. She was funny. She's not beloved. It's over. Don't make her Black Panther. Don't. They should probably just recast.
They can't.
They can.
I don't know.
I don't want to do what he would have wanted. I didn't know at all. I mean, I didn't know him personally, obviously. Yeah. I don't know anything about Chadwick Boseman. I didn't know who he was when he died. I hadn't seen Black Panther yet.
You've never seen it?
I saw it eventually.
Oh, you did?
But when he died, like, you're like, Chadwick Boseman died. And I wasn't being a jerk. I was just like, who's Chadwick Boseman? And like Black Panther, I'm like, oh, he's in other stuff?
Yeah.
You know, like, I didn't know. Because I generally don't know who anyone is. But this is just, you know, speaking about the dead, whatever. But like, would he be mad? Would he be like, yeah, I want this whole character and series to be done dirty? Like, he treaded this whole ground. Black Panther's really important, like in terms of just culturally. And he's just like, yeah, we're going to put some Band-Aid on it and figure it out. I know it's not going to be the same, but it's been a really not long time since he died, but since Black Panther. Should it just be someone else?
I have faith in Feige.
Should it just be another character from the Black Panther become Black Panther?
Who? There's like nobody else.
With the guy who betrayed him?
Oh, you know M'Baku.
No, he's too beefy.
You think so? I like him though.
I like him. No, the guy who did he die? He was from the other tribe, and then he turned against them. The guy from the other movies, not Marvel movies. He's another famous guy.
M'Baku, no?
No, the bald guy.
Oh wait. Who?
I don't know.
You know who could also? Oh no, he died. No.
What?
The guy from Get Out.
That guy, yeah.
Oh, that's what you're talking about?
Did he die?
I think so.
Oh,
it was like an off-screen death.
Listen. Just pull Killmonger out of the multiverse. He's that Black Panther, and just make him Black Panther.
That's probably what they're gonna do.
They should just do that.
Yeah.
Forget Shuri. She's gone. She just write her out of it. Just be like, oh, she's working on a project in the projects. Yeah. Because that's what the end was anyway, right? Yeah. Didn't he give her the projects? Mm-hmm. So
she would be perfect, but she's just being dumb.
No. Listen, no room for people like that.
Yeah.
Like, forget, if you're not vaccinated, that's whatever. That's your choice at this point, right? Just like, when you're being annoying and like, okay, mandates, this, that, not going to get into it. When you think you're more important than like the entire MCU,
yeah,
you're done. All right. Like, you chose a job. Like, that's it. Don't be a dumb kid. What are you looking up?
Looking to see what she's saying. Yeah, Marvel is allegedly changing the plot of Black Panther now due to Letitia, I guess that's it, right? Controversy.
Yeah. And dude, I don't know what their plans.
Dude, even make Lupita Nyong'o, make her Black Panther.
Oh right.
Yeah, she could be it. She's cool.
Yeah, she's the leader of the Dora, right?
Yeah. No.
Oh no.
No, that's you're talking about the girl from Walking Dead. I'm talking about.
No. I know who you're talking about. She's not the leader. The leader is in Captain Falcon.
Yeah. She's the. Actually, she wasn't.
Who?
She wasn't in Captain Falcon.
The leader?
Yeah. It was just another.
You sure?
Yeah, it was just another one of the character. One of her.
That make her Black Panther.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't us being rude. It's just like, at this point, just have anyone else be Black Panther.
Other than her. She doesn't have to be it.
Who? Sure. Oh, sure. Yeah, that dream's over. Okay, is this whole thing about Kevin Feige not having a plan true?
Not having a plan?
Didn't they say they don't have a plan?
He has a plan. There's no way he doesn't have a plan. There's no way.
Oh, no. Spider-Man doesn't have a plan.
Okay, that's understandable because that's Sony. That's not really him. He hates Venom. You know he hates Venom.
Whatever.
Yeah, but he has a plan. There's no question.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Disney spent $72 billion on Fox. They want the X-Men. That's the main reason why they bought it.
They haven't roped them in yet.
Nope.
Multiverse.
Fantastic Four is not in there. And the guy who's making Fantastic Four is this guy who made No Way Home. Mm. Yeah, he's the same director.
So all the other Fantastic Fours are going to come in.
Multiverse of Madness, dude. What if?
The 4 Fantastic Fours.
What if Chris Evans comes in and he's a Human Torch? You think I'm laughing? You think I'm kidding? Just watch. He plays 2 characters at the same time.
Yeah.
And then Hugh Jackman comes in as Wolverine.
He's just too good as Wolverine.
He's too good. That's one character you can't recast. I don't think you could recast Wolverine except with Harry Potter.
Huh?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Ooh, dude.
Have you seen the pictures of him?
No, but I know he's got hairy arms.
Yeah. Radcliffe. I think he wants to be Wolverine.
Dude, he could be Wolverine easy.
That's on point, dude. Look at that.
They could do it.
Yeah, and he's short. Hugh Jackman wasn't short. That's the thing. Wolverine's supposed to be tiny, like 5'5", 5'4".
Is he?
Heck yeah. And he's always supposed to be like crouching. Like he's like, he's tiny. That's why he's supposed to be like. But Hugh Jackman's huge. He's like 6'4". Oh. But Daniel Radcliffe is tiny. He's like 5'3".
I could see him doing it. He's a chill dude.
Yeah, see. And he only does things now not for the money, for the art. Because he made so much money on Harry Potter.
Yeah, probably still does.
Yeah, he got like $14 million when he was a kid per movie.
Wow. Yeah. This has to be. Yeah, this has to release Friday.
Yeah.
So they at the end of the movie, Peter Parker is erased. Did you see that thing with the funeral?
With the funeral.
Oh, first of all, that scene with Happy. That was sad.
It's sad.
How'd you know her? Through Spider-Man. Yeah, me too.
Who is Spider-Man?
Huh?
Who is Spider-Man then?
What do you mean?
Is Peter Parker still Spider-Man?
Yeah.
And he just doesn't know who his identity is? Is that what it is?
I'm trying to think.
Like I don't know. That whole thing to me is kind of weird.
Maybe I was telling Kimmy about this there's something else. Like, how do people, I don't know if it was that, but it was like, you ever know something, but you don't know why you know it? So kind of like Happy knows he met what's-her-face because of Spider-Man.
But doesn't remember.
But he's like, I don't even, like, you even have those old friends. Like, I feel like I've just known them forever. Yeah. I don't remember the moment I met them.
Yeah.
So it's like, could be one of those. I sent this, let's see. I sent it to Kimmy. It's a little meme. Oh, yeah. It's Tom Holland circled at the end of Endgame. No disrespect, but why did they invite this random kid to Iron Man's funeral?
What's funny is that there was that random kid that nobody knew who he was at the funeral. But he was that kid from Iron Man 3.
Yeah. But that was really sad. But they did 2 things. Mm-hmm. People are like, oh, this is his origin story now, right?
Yeah.
Like his Uncle Ben just died.
Yeah.
And he could restart as a fresh Spider-Man in New York. 2, if things don't work out with Tom Holland, Like he doesn't want to do it anymore.
That's it. He doesn't need
to. Yeah. And if he does, and things don't work out with Disney, well, he just got written out of the MCU.
Yeah.
And if he didn't get written out of the MCU, they'd just be like, oh, we need to rope Spider-Man in.
Yeah.
And there was some weird thing. Did he say everyone in the world or whatever? Nick Fury was off planet.
Yeah. Nick Fury.
Does Nick Fury remember Peter Parker as Spider-Man?
That might be the way that they can rope him back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Because Nick Fury's the one who sets everything up anyway.
Yeah, he was huge in the second one. He's a big part of it.
But he wasn't.
Oh, right. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Scroll.
Yeah. So, yeah, this can go anywhere, but like...
You know that Sony wanted Andrew Garfield to be in the MCU? And Feige said no.
Like you messed it up too much already?
Like he didn't want... Like the Venom thing?
That's why.
Yeah. He didn't like the direction of Spider-Man. I think it's because that wasn't his story. Like that wasn't his vision of Spider-Man. His vision of Spider-Man was the kid. Was a 15-year-old kid from Queens.
Yeah.
And that's the story he wanted to help tell. He didn't tell, but he wanted to help tell.
Yeah. We all know Avi Arad is the one who... Okay.
Special thanks at the end.
So just to wrap this up, it was a good movie, but I think this was poised as the thing that's going to crack open the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
It's Loki and Doctor Strange that are cracking open the MCU.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is going to crack open the MCU with whatever happened at the end of Loki and who was introduced there. So, if you still haven't been spoiled somehow, go watch that. You should. You really need to, actually.
Did you know, speaking of cracking open, when they showed all the other Spider-Man villains?
When they showed all those silhouettes, I'm like, there's 10,000 Easter eggs that I don't recognize in here.
There was Scorpion. There was Kraven the Hunter. There was a couple other Rhino, original Rhino, like big beefy with a spandex
I bet you that
on.
dude from the video game was in it.
Yeah, sure. But I was like, there has to be something here. Sure enough, I looked it up. There's a Kraven the Hunter movie being made right now. Did you see Morbius got delayed again?
Yeah.
To April?
Yeah.
That looks like a joke of a movie.
Why does it exist? So,
he's a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, and so Sony just owns Spider-Man villains.
Yeah. And they're trying to like bank on all the Spider-Man villains.
You know what they could do now? If Andrew Garfield wants to do Spider-Man, just put him in all his movies. And he's not in the MCU.
Yeah.
He is, but he's not.
Yeah. Well, in that one, Morbius, the Vulture's in it. Michael Keaton's Vulture.
There you go. So it can't...
No, Michael Keaton from Homecoming is in Morbius.
Not as the Vulture, though.
As the Vulture.
Oh, my God.
And you think that's where it ends. In the trailer, there's a poster of Spider-Man, and it's Tobey Maguire.
Like Spider-Man as...
Spider-Man doing this in the air, but it's obviously Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
How's it obvious? The suit?
The suit. Yeah. So I guess we should have just known already that this movie was going to happen based on the Morbius trailer.
What movie?
That No Way Home was going to happen with Tobey and Andrew Garfield because they were already crossing over.
Oh, that's what you mean.
In Morbius. And it was just in a trailer.
Yeah, but I feel like that Spider-Man thing's just an Easter egg.
Yeah. It might be.
The Michael Keaton thing, though.
Yeah, he's a big part of the movie.
As the
Vulture. And that no Spider-Man.
But he doesn't know who Peter Parker is anymore.
Don't know.
No, he got brainwashed.
Yeah, I don't know how much continuity is, I would imagine it's going to follow.
But then this confirms Venom is not from there because he got zipped away.
And Venom is referenced.
Yeah.
In Morbius.
So
we'll see what happens in that movie. I don't want to watch. I didn't see Venom 2. I don't want to watch Morbius.
Kimmy just said, because she had to watch it at work, that the after credit scene referenced No Way Home.
I watched the after credit scene the day Venom 2 came out.
What is it?
It's Tom Hardy is chilling on his bed watching TV, and he sees, or he gets teleported into another room, and in that other room that he gets teleported into, he sees on the TV Spider-Man was just revealed as Peter Parker, and Venom is like, he looks tasty. And then they go and try to find him. Yeah. And he ends up in Mexico somehow. Yeah.
Probably got distracted.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was good, but this is just another Marvel movie for me. And I'm never the home series just never did it for me. They feel different. They don't have the Marvel stank. They got their own stank.
Yeah.
I don't know what that stank is.
It's that John Hughes stank.
Yeah, it is. It is, especially with like the field trips.
Yeah. The one character I do not like in any of these movies, Flash Thompson.
Yeah, he's annoying.
He was just annoying. Like, I don't know.
He had one good moment where his parents weren't paying attention to him or something.
And then they just completely get rid of that plot line.
Yeah. That's what I thought they were going to do in this one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's just back to being like
douchey. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't like the guy.
Yeah, I don't.
I like the original Flash Thompson. Joe Manganiello.
Manganiello.
Yeah,
he's like
true.
Tobey Maguire's age too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it works out. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, I don't like the John Hughes coming of age stank.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but coming of age films like Perks of Being a Wallflower, I don't like that movie.
Really? I love that movie.
Nah.
I like coming of age stuff. I don't love it. Brandy, like, that's all she watches. It's coming of age stuff.
No, look, we all went through stuff in high school and whatever, but it's just, why?
Don't watch Euphoria. You would hate nothing more in life than Euphoria if you watched it.
Yeah, no. I'll stick to things flying around in the air and whatever. I just want to be entertained.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, there are some things that aren't happy that are really good.
Shout out to Happy, real name as Harold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's so random.
And at least they use a good picture of him.
Yeah. That was from Iron Man 3. That was from a scene in the beginning of Iron Man 3 when he's in 1999 and they're bringing in the 2000 New Year and I'm Blue is playing in the background and he's Tony Stark's new security advisor and he's got long hair and like a little, this is awesome, dude. Yeah.
So did this become part of Trammin Plus?
It did.
Okay. So thank you. This is Trammin Plus too.
Yeah.
Do we like, it's going to be complicated. Do we record an intro for Trammin Plus?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We'll talk about this after.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're just mute it now?
Yeah. Mute it.
Oh, should we tell everyone thank you?
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming to Trammin Plus.
Yeah. Thanks for this episode 2 of Trammin Plus.
Yeah.
I guess people are going to want to hear this because we went through everything, right? Yeah. We didn't miss anything in this.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah.
We got to figure out the title.
Is Toby the Spoilin Spider-Man? Spoilin with a thing.
Oh, Spoilin?
So it's going to be...
Oh, Spoilin is inside, is a series in Trammin Plus.
Yes.
Nice.
So it'll be Trammin plus 2,
Yeah.
Spoilin, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Cool.
And that way everyone knows right away this is spoilers.
Yeah.
And Spoilin, Trammin,
Yeah.
blah, blah,
Cool.
But Toby is Peter 1.
Agree.
But you think Tommy is Peter 2?
Yes.
So then Andrew Garfield.
Peter. Not Spider-Man. Peter.
Okay.
And then Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield's too cool.
Peter 3.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm
best actor. He's the best actor out of all three, though. No question.
okay. Kimmy, I will watch Spider-Man 3 with you before 2022 is over. She keeps asking.
What about Spider-Verse? You gotta watch Spider-Verse.
Yeah, okay.
No, like tonight.
Dude, it's
Hey,
9:40.
I'm editing tonight. You can watch Spider-Verse.
No, I haven't been sleeping well.
Oh god. All right.
I haven't watched it 25
I
times.
have the Blu-ray that I've never opened. If
Why
you
would
want to borrow. I bought it digitally too. It's the long story.
Oh, I can't watch it on anything, I assume, right?
PS5.
No, like it's not on any.
No, it's not. No, not right now.
Oh, right, because everyone's watching Spider-Man
Yeah.
movies. All right, so yeah, thanks for coming to the second episode of Trammin Plus. That was fun.
unexpected. An unexpected stop.
Yeah, it definitely was. How do we end these?
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you whenever.
We'll see them next week
Well,
for the next episode of Trammin.
Yeah, but not for Trammin Plus. We don't know when we're going to do this.
Yeah, it's unexpected.